This is Chilling. Our conversations continue at Ara Fishing Lodge in the heart of an ecosystem of attractions. SAVIOUR ANZOVULE, the founder and CEO of Moyo Safari Limited, embodies resilience and determination, rooted in his upbringing in the northern part of Uganda. Born and raised in Moyo amidst the pervasive grip of poverty, Saviour's early years were marked by the struggle of his parents to provide for their family. Despite the challenges, he attended schools that offered him a chance to build his social capital, setting the stage for his future endeavors.
My name is SAVIOUR ANZOVULE. I am 25 years old. I graduated from Makerere University Business School, where I pursued a Bachelor of Commerce, majored in Accounting and Finance. I'm so happy to be here to speak about myself and what I do in line with my profession. Coming from a business-oriented family, a family of 4 children, where I was the second born. I was born, we are 4 boys in the family and 1 girl in the family. I was born in 1998 on 11th March in a village called Vuramadulo, which happens to be a village where our chiefs in Madi are buried from. That's where I was born from. Growing up this side of West Nile is quite challenging. Reason being, this is by the time you are growing up, it used to be a hard to reach area where getting into West Nile was not easy. And basically, where I was born from, it is a village where you walk miles to access a good school. And by then, the economy was just picking up. And basically in West Nile, the place was not generally developed. So it was really not easy because you need to walk miles to go to school. You will be washed on rain. You will be washed on the road to go to school by rain. You come back, you go to school, you come back, you graze cattle, you rear goats, you keep animals, and it was a bit challenging because we were balancing books with domestic work. Here you're in the garden, the other day you're in class, so it was a bit challenging. It's not as the usual system right now. As a child, we used to play local games. In the Madi, we call it a Kalia Vongo. We play it in villages, you create competitions. We participated in drama, folks, traditional cultural dances. Reason being, my grandfather used to be a traditional dancer. So in our villages, whenever there are cultural experiences, I used to participate in it. And when it comes to the fun moment of it, it was basically football with the kids in the villages. At times on weekends or during holidays, we go hunting edible rats, squirrels, and that's how the childhood moment, that's how it used to be.
His life story serves as a beacon of hope, emphasizing the transformative power of seizing opportunities and pursuing passions, not only for personal success, but also the betterment of others. With unwavering determination and a commitment to making a difference, he continues to chart a path of success while remaining grounded in his humble beginnings.
I did Bachelor of Commerce from Makerere University Business School, specialized in accounting and finance. And basing on what I'm doing right now, I am into local entrepreneurship, whereby I write business plans for people, I create ideas for people. I develop small and medium enterprises, what we call our SMEs, to reach to a level where it should be. I sell business plans to people that want to start businesses, and majorly where my focus right now is into local and domestic tourism. I design tour products and services. I design itineraries. I design tour packages for groups of people, for schools, for families, and I sell tourist plans, business plans that are related to local and domestic tourism.
Wow.
I do travel and logistics, whereby my business model is business to business. I get business for this organization and I link them to the other one. Yes, that's what I do right now.
That is fantastic. You're doing a great job.
Yes.
As a child, I want to find out, because I've been just behind the scenes listening to your fascinating stories, and I've loved it that you had a full-fledged village experiences growing up. How fun was it really, growing up as a child?
It was fun because it was full of fights.
Okay.
It was full of fights, you fighting with people. It was full of a lot of funny things.
Yeah.
Stealing meat from the pot.
Yeah.
Like, it was so fun.
Yeah.
When we were growing up.
How old were you by then, if you can remember?
It was between 4, 5, 6 years and above.
And now you're quite like a giant. You're so gigantic. Were you as big as a child? You maintained the same size?
I was tiny and short.
You're kidding?
Yes.
You have some of the phone pictures?
I do. Yes, I do.
Wow.
Yes.
And then the relatives, how was mom and dad? Did you grow up in an extended family or a nuclear family kind of?
I grew up in an extended family, though we are 4 biological children for my father and my mom.
Yes.
But the family where I was in, it was an extended family. It was a big family of about 15 and above persons in a homestead. Yes, it was a very big family up to now.
Okay.
Yes.
And listen, because I've also come from an extended family, but it sort of gives you a different perspective when it comes to life. Like growing up around a community of so many people, cousins, sisters. How did it shape you as Saviour?
As me, it shaped me in a way that it made me a social, a person who is very social. If I meet you somewhere and you're a stranger, you can't go away without having a social interaction with me, and maybe going with your contact. And naturally, I'm an open-minded person. You find me and very social, so it made me a social person, and it also improved my strength in building my networks with people that are outside my family. From the schools I attended, because I did my primary from Moyo, that is Homing Dove Primary School, from 2007 up to 2012. Then I went to St. Charles Luanga International School in Kachiri, that is in Wakiso.
Wow.
When I reached there, you know, you're in senior 1.
How would you adjust to that?
That was the most difficult thing.
How?
Because I was so young, very tiny and short. And when teachers used to come to class, where do you come from? I come from Moyo. What is Moyo? Is it a sub-county? Is it a county? What is it? So it was so hard to defend where I was coming from.
Did you have any peers? Did you have any friends?
I didn't know anyone.
From Moyo?
From Moyo. Wow. But having moved from an extended kind of family, it was so easy for me to build up my reputation. By the second week, I was a class monitor. By second term, I became a dorm captain. By the time I joined senior 2, I was a class, they call it head monitor. You're the head of class monitors in the whole of the O-level school.
I see, you are quite then, witty and smart.
From there, I became the assistant head boy. That was senior 3 and senior 4. Then the name that people know me for right now is Classic. That one came as a result when I was a prom president for my senior 4 class.
Okay.
And that's how I've built my reputation, because of the social life I've been living.
You rose from rank to rank to becoming a student leader, this and that. And this cultural experience, I sort of think it sort of creates an adventure, an exciting adventure. Like if you come from a different kind of world and then you integrated into another world, it's like gives you this new aspect to life, and it opens up these opportunities and all that. Did you take it like that for you?
Yes, at some point, because from the schools I've attended, I've never missed any music, dance, and drama competitions in school. I used to be a frontliner in those activities, starting from folk songs, the drummers, they call them the what? Where you sing the East African National Anthem.
The choir.
The choir, the what? That's where I used to be. And that's why you find a community of people that love socializing.
Saviour, it's been now a week. I'm in Adjumani, man. I'm having the best time of my life. People here are so friendly, they're so sociable. I mean, like they're making sure that I enjoy the fullest, a blast. But Moyo is a bit far. It's a different district from Adjumani. Tell me about that history. Like how did Adjumani come about?
After independence, 1962. It's called Madi district, comprising of current districts of Moyo, Adjumani, and Obongi. By 1980, Moyo was created a district out of Madi district. Then from there, it had a county called Adjumani, but by then it was called East Madi. Then currently where Moyo is, it's called West Moyo. So by 1977, that was when a county, Adjumani, was created, was carved out of Moyo to stand a district of its own. That was in 1997. Then Moyo remained with a county called Obongi, the current Obongi district, that was carved out of Moyo by 1st July 2019. That was the year when I joined Makerere University Business School. That was when Obongi became a district out of Moyo. So as we speak, there are 3 districts within Madi sub-region that came out of Madi district.
So how did you make your way to Ara? Like, this is interesting. So you hopped on a ferry, is it?
Yes.
You used water transport?
I used water transport.
It's the only way, right?
It's not the only way. There are also smaller canoes and boats that ferry people from Laropi landing site to Omi landing site and to Ara fishing lodge. Where the ferry docks is Omi landing site. It connects Adjumani to Moyo at Laropi landing site.
Well, guys, I'm telling you, chilling is just bringing you amazing things. Today, we decided to take a twist and tour and take an adventure. So we have a hashtag that we want to trend. It's called hashtag Visit Mali Land.
Madiland.
Madiland,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Hashtag Visit Madiland. So in case you see that somewhere, you just know that it was born and being pushed by Dragozio's truly. So I've been at this fantastic place called Ara Fishing Lodge, an amazing location, and I'm having the best time of my life. So I had this crazy idea of inviting storytellers. People from here adore the show, they love it, and they wanted to take an opportunity to have a sit down with me and converse. So why not? Ara created for us a space, and I'm going to bring as many as we can. So it's like the countdown keeps on going, yeah? You've seen the ones I've featured before. So today we are sitting down with a young person that is trying to push this theme of local tourism to its best, because we have to sell our country. Our country comes first before anything, even before this continent. And he goes by the names of Saviour, but his friends like calling him Classic, which is an interesting name. You've heard his background, and now we are going to dig more into what this career path is all about, and what it feels like being up north, and how is the hair like? Is it the same air we're breathing, or do they, because these people are so fascinated with fish, they can come on Lugambo. We take a break and we'll be back shortly with another part. Stay with us. This is the best of the good life. Cheers to everybody. Life is good, huh?
Life is good.
This is unheard of. People don't cheers to coffee, but we just did. And welcome back to the best of the good life. As always, my name is Drago, and today we are doing what we call hashtag Visit Madiland. Today I decided to come way north, a long journey, but it's worth everything. And I decided to sit down with a young entrepreneur. He's an economist, but he decided to sell his country first. And so he decided to venture into what we call local tourism. I want to find out what that is more all about. Yo, Xavier, tell me, when it comes to local tourism, West Nile has been so underrated.
Yes.
There's been a notion, man, like you don't have any attractive tourist attractions this side and there's nothing to sell. Is that even true? Can we demystify this?
Okay. West Nile, the gate to West Nile, first of all, is Pakwach, and
the land of Nang Nang.
The land of Nang Nang.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a friend of mine called Michael. He's part of the team.
Exactly.
The guy would die for Nang Nang.
Yes, from Nang Nang. So basically, when I talk about local and domestic tourism in West Nile, my gateway to West Nile will start from Pakwach.
Okay.
Where you'll have a chance to experience the Gipir and Yabong story.
Yeah.
There's a site at Wanglei. It's called Wanglei.
I've been there.
You have been at Wanglei.
Fantastic place.
For the experience of Anyibira and Lambong story, where they fought with the brother, the spear got lost and the elephant went with it. Then later the spear was found. That story.
Yeah.
Then from there are a lot of sites that are really, because when I talk of West Nile, it's still untapped.
Okay.
It's virgin. The market is virgin.
Yes.
With a lot of attractions.
Yeah.
Here and there. From Wanglei, we have what we call the smallest church in the whole world. That's what I can say.
The smallest what?
Church.
Wow.
It accommodates only 2 people. It's found in Nebi district.
You're kidding.
And it's built using a rock. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So these are things that people don't know. But what we are looking at is the world needs to know. The world needs to know that these places exist.
Yeah.
Who will believe that such a hotel like Ara Fishing Lodge exists in Madi?
Wow.
Madi, the perspective people have about West Nile is much of Karamoja. But when you go there, you'll be like as if you're in a false heaven on earth.
It's a high end.
It's a high end.
Yes.
But people have not taken time to tap into it, and that's what we are trying to do.
Xavier, it's
Then,
one of the things that fascinated me to come up here and
Exactly.
tell stories.
From the smallest church, I just want to give a summary of the eye-catching, fascinating sites. From there, you can have a city drive in Arua, where a city that is concentrated with motorcycles and bicycles, because those are the things that do the linkages in business. You find Arua, it's a very busy town, but who are the linkages and the intermediaries into these businesses? Motorcycles and small cars and what? So that's what makes it different from other towns. You get it? And its proximity to Congo. Then you have Miradua Falls located in Maracha. Then you have Mount Wati that has the longest caves, the Audi caves. Then you have Salia Musala. It's found in Koboko. Salia Musala, where 3 countries meet: Uganda, DRC, and South Sudan. Wow. There's a point like where we are seated, where 3 countries meet. It's shared by 3 countries, and it has one big tree that stands in the middle. So such places exist, and they have a very beautiful story that can be sold, that can be marketed beyond the boundaries of Western.
It sounds like there's so much you can offer.
Exactly.
Why is it like that? Why is there that myth that there is nothing? Haven't you done enough work to sell it?
We have not done much.
We
are just getting into it. That's what I can say.
It's virgin.
Because it's virgin. Yeah. From my own experience, this is the 3rd year I'm being in this industry. Yeah. But I am employing myself. I'm self-employed. Okay. Me basically.
You're a freelancer.
I'm a freelancer.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
From,
so Xavier,
I wanted to just continue a little bit. Then
as you're doing that, because that is also we're digging there. So tell me, what could be the favorite site or a tourist attraction that you could bring somebody from Kampala and you'll be like, this is part of on my top 5?
Mount Oche. We have Mount Oche. Okay. Mount Oche is about 1,563 above the sea level. Yeah. And the activities at Mount Oche, you can have guided nature walks, you can have hiking, rock climbing, sight viewing, When you stand on top of Mount Oche, you can be in position to view the fascinating view of how River Nile entered South Sudan and it entered to Egypt, because it forms an S shape. You get it, eh? From the top. You can see up to Jebel Gordon, then you can see up to Nimule National Park. Like, the view is so beautiful. Yeah. Yes.
To you personally,
Mount Oche. It's
your favorite.
It's my favorite.
Yes.
Because I enjoy, hiking. The hiking is about 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, short.
For that is for experts, but for beginners, you'll spend around 4 hours hiking, going and coming back. You get my point.
Have you taken that expedition? Have you gone there?
More than 6 times.
You're kidding?
Yes. And I take people there almost because I've tapped into the local and domestic tourism. So I partner with accommodation facilities like this one. They give me clients. I take them to the tourist sites. So
how far is it from Ara fishing lodge where we
it's
are
not
right
far.
now?
It's not far.
It's like 1 hour's drive?
No. After crossing the ferry or the river, it's about 30 minutes drive to the foot of Mount Oche.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing. So to you, Saviour, as an individual, what does this mean to you? Like, to be able to sell this country or the part of West Nile to the rest of the world, what does it personally mean to you?
It means a lot, but me personally, I am so passionate about it because it's not directly in line with what I studied and my profession, but I tapped into it because I am so passionate. I feel if where I'm supposed to build my profession, it should be in line with local and domestic tourism, selling and commercializing it. How can I make it, how can I generate money to benefit the local economy in West Nile?
How did you even derive the passion?
Since childhood. My mother comes from one of the ranges, that is Oche sub-county, where Mount Oche actually sits. That's where my mom comes from. You get? So that's where my uncles are coming from, and partly I grew up from there, from the ranges, from the escarpments of Eremi. Those ones are all at the foot of Oche, Oche sub-county, and that's where Oche sits. Amazing. That's where my mom comes from.
Any recommendation?
So the environment alone built me in the nature of loving nature, loving activities that are in line with adventure tourism.
Did she used to take you around?
Yes.
These places?
Going to fetch firewood. Then for the uncles, you go and hunt animals in the bush. So that alone is it's an experience. Because when you bring a white that has lived his whole life, 40 years in UK, and has never come to Uganda, take him to go and have an experience of how to hunt squirrels. And that is an experience. He'll go back home with an experience. You get? So it is just in blood, like where I grew up from. That's why I developed my passion into it.
There's no any other place that is better than West Nile in this entire country. Is that an overrated statement, or that can be true to you? What does that mean, that kind of statement? I'm tricky.
There are places, but what I know, basically West Nile is heaven's a false heaven on earth. Only that it has not been much tapped into. The only thing we are missing here is a national park or a game reserve where animals can be, where you can explore the wildlife and flora and fauna. But nevertheless, we have sites within the belts of River Nile, the River Nile that enters, the River Nile that crosses via Moyo, Laropin, and goes to South Sudan and Egypt. We have shoebill breeding sites, and the shoebill is right now one of the highest marketed birds that are around. People are looking for it. Then we have breeding sites for hippos. They're also there. Then we have elephants that migrate all the way from Nimule National Park to come and feed on up to Dufele. We have elephants that come periodically. Elephants that come, they migrate from one place to another, and they normally follow the Nile belt from Sudan, from Nimule National Park and this side. That's what we have, and it's what we are missing.
Any last message, Saviour, for anybody that has been watching this program and they've loved it from from the top to the bottom. And I want you to use your native language to communicate to them, perhaps, and then later on give us how your social media outlets and how they can follow you on online. So last message, but I want you to use your indigenous language, use the local language.
My last message is
Go.
Manzora.
Yeah.
Manzora anya America si ongomanya I anyeo tarideka amari madia rendrere. Thank you.
Okay, so how can they follow you on social media?
On social media, I'm basically on Twitter with the Twitter handle Mr. Moyo. That's my name. I've built it for now close to 8 years, and that's how people have known me. Most people saved my contact as Moyo, and that's how they know me. They don't know my real names. They don't know Classic Moyo. So you can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Mr. Moyo, and on WhatsApp. Those are the social media accounts where I'm very active.
Yo, to me it sounds like you're the biggest ambassador from Moyo. Bro,
Yes.
thank you very much. This has been a blast. It's a pleasure, man, sitting with you. You're doing a great job.
Yes.
I'm proud of you, and I'm sure your country is also proud of you. Thank you very much for your time and for coming from Moyo up to
Yes,
here.
up to here.
It must have been a long journey, so thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
Yeah, cheers. Wow, what an incredible guest. I've had a blast. And yeah, you see, there's so much you can say about Uganda. There's so much you can sell to the world. Why do we sell? For example, why do you need to go to Dubai when we have our own Dubai here? Yeah. So let's sell our country first to the world, and then, yeah, the rest can follow. Thank you very much for tuning in right from the beginning. This has been yours truly, Drago, and see you next time.